What's going on, y'all? This is Masterpiece. I'm just here with a simple question, man. Who told you that you had to die where you were born? You know? Whoever said that just because you were born in one area of the world doesn't mean that you can't spread and create a family in a complete other different area of the world. That's what our ancestors did. That's what many races have done. I mean, here in Canada, could you imagine if you had people too afraid to uproot and come here and experience a better life? You know, you got immigrants coming from places where they hear bombs being dropped all the time. Um, they're being killed, and they flee when they can, and they go to places like England. They go to first world countries. You know, they come to Canada. We have a whole host of people here, most multicultural place in the world. So I'm here to tell you that our people are explorers, sea navigators. They are land navigators, space navigators. We've been everywhere. Everything starts black, and then God said, "Let there be light." So exploration is in your DNA. Do not be afraid to leave your country. Okay, there is higher taxes, higher home property taxes, higher bank rates, higher sugar content in foods that are in the convenience stores of black neighborhoods. If you go to Jamaica, it's crazy. I mean, they got food that you would not even wish on your enemy. It is bad. I mean, they could just have regular bread, but they got everything is enriched wheat, bleached, hard dough. So it's like having, a pita wrap in a loaf. You know, we love it, hard dough bread, but it's bad. I haven't eaten it in time, but when you go to uh, places in the Caribbean, you'll notice you can get a Mars bar or an Oreo cookie, but it doesn't taste the same. The ingredients are not the same. So they tweak ingredients in vaccines, uh, in candies, in milks, juices. They add dairy product to juices in a lot of places. Like in Malawi and in Zimbabwe, that was common. You'd have milk juice, just to kill us, you know. And yeah, I'm still preaching. Go to a melanated country. I'm still saying you do not have to die in the country that you were born in. And bring your juicer. Buy a juicer and bring it. You know, or order one from like South Africa or something when you're on the continent. Because I mean, I personally traveled with my juicer. I don't go nowhere without my juicer. You know, Eh, think about it. You're going to the land with the most variety, not the most variety of fruits and vegetables, but you're going to a land with abundant fruits and vegetables. You're gonna need a juicer. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing a whole video about how fruits and vegetables are the most conducive to our well-being, and animals are definitely not. Anyways, so you're here now. We're in North America. Whether you're second generation, third generation, fourth, fifth, whether your great 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 grandparent was a slave owner or a slave master, or a field slave or a house slave, whether didn't even they weren't even affected by that. Maybe they came from Africa on their own merit after and developed here. Maybe they came up from Jamaica like many of us do here in Toronto. Uh, Maybe you came up from Jamaica 2 generations ago. Maybe this is your first generation. Whatever the case may be of where you came from, you have the destiny control to control where you're going. And let me tell you, friends, you don't need friends, and you don't need to do what they're doing. Okay, you don't need to follow them. Create your own path. No matter where you go, you're still on earth. Your feet are still touching earth. Okay? Whether you're separated by water or by a plane flight, by uh, a boat trip, by a bike ride, by a taxi, wherever you go, you're always on earth. So you don't have to fear, like it's not like you're going to like outer space or something. You know what I mean? Like you can always come back, or you can always find shelter and eat food. You'll always be all right. You'll always have a collect call to make. You'll always have Wi-Fi somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, don't be naive and think that North America, or America in particular, is the only place where you can have all of your luxuries. But remember, it is a place where you can have these luxuries at the expense of your own people's degradation. The media portrayal, the propaganda, the way they put us in the music videos, the way they send certain vaccinations to us and not other people, or the way they operate on wrong parts or take organs, whatever the case may be. You're putting up with all that at the epicenter while enjoying these luxuries of supersized fries, of driving a Benz. You know what I mean? There's other luxuries of life that you don't have to pay like an arm or a life for. You know what I'm saying? So you can stay in America, and if you want to build yourself up here, if you want to build it up, that's cool. I mean, we've been trying that, but if you want to leave, remember, you do not have to die in the same place that you were born, or else nobody would be here. When the people got our people on the slave ships, they were going to a new land. Okay, they were bringing us to a new land. Whether it be from Greece to Ethiopia to study, whether it be from Spain to North America to develop, to do whatever, there's been migrations. I mean, everybody migrates except black people in America. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're really relying on. Like, they're really depending on us staying here for their work economy, to be an outlet of their hatred, to set an example of, I guess, for payback. I don't know what it is, to keep us enslaved. Anything that they can do to keep you here, they're gonna do it. Let's remember, if what we're saying is, do you really feel that Africa is great? Do you wear the shirt with the continent on it just because? I don't have to, but I don't have to come here wearing like I wear old tattered clothes. I don't have to come here wearing, Africa like, pride and shit, because I know that it's the best. I know that it's abundant. I know that it's beautiful. But for those who I'm not speaking against the elders, but what I'm saying is, the elders, I don't know who I would be addressing, but I just haven't seen anybody that I spent many, many hours and days on, watching their lectures and gaining that knowledge. But they're all, I think for the most part, still in America. So when they pay taxes to America, and they bank with America, so their deposit, now an American bank can now lend out 9 times as much as that deposit, or they have to make a mortgage payment, and that goes to the American bank. So I know that there's levels to this shit, of this awakening thing, and you have our great grandfolks who are Christian till they die, pure 100% Bible thumpers. Then you have the people that our generations looked up to, you know, the elders, the quote unquote elders. But and they've broken free from Christianity, but they haven't broken free from needing to be under the white man's titty, in the sense that, I mean, they're still here. Like, what if you're inactive in communities, which is cool, because let's face it, a lot of people watching these YouTube videos at home, they go to their 9 to 5, they come back and they get their little black power on the video, and they feel good, and then the next day is the next day. But these elder people that we watch their videos and we pay for their lectures or whatever the case may be, we love them and much respect to them. But they're still here in the belly of the beast. And so they're going to die where they were born. In the same country that they spent their whole life speaking out against. So now we have to take it upon ourselves to be the real courageous ones, which isn't really courageous at all, because Africa is a beautiful, abundant continent, and there's many countries with things that you'll like. You know, Kenya will have this that you will enjoy. Zambia will have this that you'll enjoy. The Gambia will have that you enjoy. Ghana is already a huge mecca for American Africans. So we have to take that leap now, because the people that we look up to, the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther King, even Marcus Garvey, they didn't die in Africa, in the land that they were speaking out for. And we need that black power to go to Africa, because I tell you, they love the white man over there, man. It's Krakatosis Central over there. And they love Jesus. They love Muhammad and Allah. And so we got to bring this back. Okay, what are we going to do next? This video is not going this is not the direction I want to go this video. I just wanted to let you know that you do not have to die in the same country, in the same area of the world that you were born in. All right? And before I get to, I'm kind of, all right. So, I'm going to do a video now about how we have reached our threshold here in North America, and now we have to give our gifts to the rest of the world for our people. All right, yo, this is Masterpiece. You do not have to die in the same place you were born. Get a plane ticket. Get your passports. Do whatever you got to do. You just get out there. Make a change. Make a change for your life. Make a change for your daughters and your sons. Make a change for the next generations. And then we'll be changing the whole shit. So it's Masterpiece early in the morning. But I'm saying, hey, eat to live. All right, yo, thanks.